We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington football team. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he'll be out right at the 35. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Washington first down.
They go play action with McDonald. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll try to run the option here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Throwing is McDonald. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3-yard line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, they'll run the option right, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 42-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
McDonald. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
For Terry McLaurin, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
It's 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Of the 1st quarter with no score.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. McDonald sets to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Complete to
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Gibson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And the Washington first down.
Throwing on first down, McDonald. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. No gain on the screen there at second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 19-yard.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake.
Mayfield's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete.
Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A final shot before break. McDonald throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
they'll try again with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, McDonald, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. On 1st down, McDonald. The throw taken in by Sims. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Steven Sims. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
2 yards. First down, Washington.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, McDonald. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Cardinals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Mayfield sacked.
Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.